Hey guys, Ivan here, and in today's video we're gonna do something very interesting, something fun. I don't know about you guys, but I'll most certainly enjoy making this video because I love doing these comparisons, and it's been a while since I've made one. And in this video we'll talk about two bodybuilders that never stepped on the same stage at once, and they have pretty similar builds, I would say, and they'll probably land at around the same spot at the Mr. Olympia, and that's of course, as you can see based on the title of the video, Regan Grimes and Kalecinski. Before we actually get to the comparisons, let's talk about this thing that is going around the internet. Basically everybody's talking about it, and that's Shawn saying on Jay Cutler's podcast that Kalecinski should actually skip this year's Mr. Olympia.
My advice was don't go to the Olympia. There's nothing there for you right now. You're a work in progress. You just won 2 pro shows. Now you want to go there and stand on the stage and I don't know, 8th, 9th, 10th. There's nothing to be gained there. Now is the time for him to grow. And then if he puts on the right type of muscle and the right type of size, he can come back and win the New York Pro and have the whole summer to get ready for next year's Olympia. What's he going to win this year?
Alright, if you go to the comment section, you'll see a bunch of comments, people disagreeing with Shawn. You'll find one important comment that's agreeing with Shawn actually, and that's from Phil Heath, and he says, I mean, he does have a point, as I qualified both in my rookie year, 2006, winning back-to-back shows, and then 2007, placing 5th at the Arnold Classic. I remember that I decided that having more time in the gym, putting on a little more quality size, was smarter than going to the Mr. Olympia and getting top 10. Many people back then were highly upset, even sponsors, but it all worked out as I placed 3rd in 2008 at my first Mr. Olympia. It's all up to what sees as a benefit, short and long term, and I wish him all the best. Alright, that's probably the only positive comment that's agreeing with Shawn kind of. As far as I'm concerned, guys, I understand this. I understand what Shawn is saying. He will probably be like 8th, 9th, 10th, so what is the point of doing the Mr. Olympia if he can't win or place in like top 5? And then what Phil Heath is saying, if he really wants to like win the Mr. Olympia, maybe taking some more time off and working on the off season, trying to grow, would be a better idea. I get it. It does make sense. But there is one very important thing that these guys are not understanding here. For some reason, they're forgetting about it. There is only 3 or 4 weeks between Urs's last show and the Mr. Olympia. So what can he possibly gain from 3 or 4 weeks of extra off-season? Like, what? 100 grams of muscle? Is that really the reason to skip the Mr. Olympia? And he can definitely gain a whole bunch from doing the Mr. Olympia and actually being compared to the top guys. And imagine if he actually does well, surprisingly well. He can definitely gain a lot from doing that. And he loves competing as well. He loves traveling and competing. And he's an Olympian. He's competed at the Mr. Olympia for many years now. And when he decided to switch to the Open, I'm pretty sure he said goodbye to the 2025 Mr. Olympia. I'm pretty sure he did not believe he will be on that Mr. Olympia stage in the Open. But now he actually has an opportunity to go against the Open guys. He earned his opportunity. He earned it twice to actually stand against the very best in the world. So, no, Shawn, no. Urs needs to do the 2025 Mr. Olympia. It makes complete sense. Skipping it makes no sense. Not in this scenario. No. Whatever you guys think, tell me down below. And now, let's get into the comparisons. Let's start with the first pose, and that's gonna be front double bicep. Now, like I said, this comparison is very interesting because of a couple of things. First of all, both of these guys competed in both categories, classic physique and open bodybuilding, both of them. And now they are both in Open, and they're both doing pretty well. I mean, Regan kind of proved himself as an Olympian. He already was up there, and he placed, I believe, 8th or 9th. Urs didn't do that yet, but he has a really good chance of accomplishing the very same thing, if not better than that. We'll see. But in this comparison, we'll try to figure out who wins most of the poses. And honestly, guys, this is actually closer than I expected. It's gonna be difficult to determine a winner, and as you can see right here, I took a photo of Urs from his first show this year, first Open show, Italy Pro, and we also got some photos from the Europa Pro. The Europa Pro photos are better, but I didn't have all the poses, so I kind of mixed it up, and as far as Regan Grimes, I went with New York Pro this year, which I thought was his best look of the year. And also probably his all-time best. Now, if you look at this photo right here, the first thing that pops into my eyes is Urs's biceps. You guys know my opinion on how he got them, but he got them nonetheless. He has these biceps, and they're really drawing attention. A lot. Especially if you compare them to Regan's flat biceps, completely flat biceps. So Urs definitely kills Regan in that department. And yeah, even though the pose is called front double bicep, the biceps are not the most important part. It's more so about the whole physique, the physique as a whole. So as you can see right here, as far as the V taper, the X frame, I think Urs has that as well, better. His lats are bigger and wider, and his waist is even smaller. And as far as the legs, again, at this show, Urs was super full, blasting full, too full, so he didn't have the best separation. Regan here has better separation, but Urs has better sweeps. More fullness to the legs, bigger legs overall. So I have to give this pose to Urs. This is 1-0 for Urs. Next pose, front lat spread. And guys, I'm not exactly sure what is the difference in height of these guys. I think Regan is a little bit taller. I'm not sure exactly, but that's not the most important thing. They're kind of similar in height. I thought Urs was actually shorter, and I thought he was going to be much shorter than Regan, but actually that's because Urs competed against the classic guys, and most of the top ones are taller. So he looks shorter next to Wesley Wissers, next to Chris Bumstead and the others, but next to the other guys in the open, Urs actually looks very, very tall. So I think these guys are similar height. Maybe Regan is an inch taller, something like that. But anyways, as far as the front lat spread, man, this one, Regan looks good. Regan looks solid in this one. But just take a look at Urs. This front lat spread is one of the best front lat spreads I've seen in a while. Really. Like a small waist, lats freaking huge from the front. Chest looks bubbly. He definitely sharpened up for Europa Pro. He was in great condition, but he was still very full. The legs were separated, the arms were blasting full, the shoulders as well. The X frame was phenomenal. His presentation was flawless as well. He just looked amazing. I'll give this pose to Urs for sure over Regan Grimes. That's 2-0 for Urs Kalecinski. Alright, and so we get to the third pose, abs and thighs. I mean, Regan has a pretty good abs and thighs. He has pretty good abs and pretty good legs. I mean, not really, not this year. His legs kind of melted away, especially the quads. He does have great hamstrings and glutes, I would say, but as far as the quads, they were kind of a weak point, especially this year, because Stefan Kinsel made a judging mistake with Regan Grimes. Basically, he gave him no cardio for almost the entire prep, and when they realized they were super late, he had him do like 2 or 3 hours of cardio, and he melted away his legs completely. So maybe at Mr. Olympia, now that Regan is working with a new coach, Dom Super Sliced, things will change, we'll see. But, I mean, Stefan Kinsel did a phenomenal job with Urs for this show, and Urs has super big and super full legs right here, separated too. His abs are also very good. I mean, again, this is a former top classic physique guy, third in the world. Without Chris Bumstead, he's basically second in the world, and he just put on a bunch of size, and he's doing the open now. So yeah, I think he's killing Regan in the abs and thighs, with the popping lats, with a great X-frame, great V taper, great abs, huge quads, separated and big and full and round. Yeah, this makes it 3-0 for Urs Kalecinski. Alright, so we come to the last front pose. That's how I'm going to do things, not the way exactly the judges do them. We're going to go with the front poses first. So, yeah, let's give this one to Regan. I mean, I don't know if he really gets this one, but let's give him this one. He does look pretty wide in the shoulders. He has big arms, and he has a lot of weight here and solid details, but I don't know. I mean, for a former classic physique guy, hitting a good most muscular, I'm sure didn't come easy, and he did a pretty good job with it, but not a great job. He still probably needs more size, at least for his frame. I mean, Regan doesn't have a whole bunch of size, yeah, but he has a wide frame, so he looks good in this one. And, Urs has a lot of density. He has that crazy graininess, a lot of thick muscle. So you can go with Urs for this one as well, but let's give this one to Regan. Let's make it 3-1. Alright, now we come to the side poses, and we'll start with a side chest pose. Yeah, it seems like I kind of skewed the ratio of these two guys right here. Urs looks a lot bigger, but let's forget about the ratio. It's not going to be accurate anyways until we actually see them compared on the stage. As far as like the physique, who actually has a better side chest? Well, this one is a lot closer than the other poses. My overall impression, just like right off the bat, would be Urs. Yeah, I think his legs are looking freakier. The quad height looks great. The hamstrings are not as long and as thick as Regan's, but they're okay. He has some hamstrings. As far as the arms, I mean, Regan probably has bigger arms, but Urs actually looks good in these side shots, and his chest is fuller, his shoulders as well. His side thickness, like his back from the side, looks also very, very good. So I'll go with Urs for this one. 4-1 for Urs. Now, there are 3 more shots left. Can Regan Grimes actually tie with Urs for this one? Next one is side tricep, and none of these guys hit this pose in their posing routines, so I couldn't find any high quality photos of them in these poses, but I found these shots on YouTube, and it's also pretty clear, pretty visible what's going on here, and this one is close. I gotta say, this one is very, very close. And I'll give this one to Regan Grimes, actually, because his arms are a little bit fuller, the triceps are quite a bit better. Regan has some pretty freaky triceps, not great biceps, not great bicep peaks, but as far as the triceps, he has triceps. And he also has really good width in the chest and the shoulders, and he knows how to hit this pose, to twist around, to show that width, and he has good hamstrings hanging low. His quads are not as big as Urs's, and he doesn't have the same level of thickness, I would say, in the upper body. But the way this pose flows for Regan and the size of the arms and the shoulders as well, the width of the shoulders, yeah, I'll go with Regan for this one. That's 4-2 for Urs. Whew, alright. So far, Urs was leading convincingly, and now things are kind of shifting around. And we come to Regan's best poses, his back poses, and he is totally annihilating Urs in these shots. Back double bicep right here, it's not even a comparison, guys. I mean, the only thing that Urs might have better than Regan would be his glutes. They're peeled, they're dry, they're rock hard. But Regan's glutes were also really shredded at this show, and also his hamstrings were completely out of this world. This guy has some of the best hamstrings in the world right now. The best separation in the hamstrings, the best shape of them, and also a solid amount of size. You can't compare these hamstrings to Nick Walker's hamstrings, but you can compare them to pretty much anybody on that Mr. Olympia stage, if you ask me. Okay, actually, I forgot about Samson. Samson has crazy hamstrings as well, but as far as the other guys, top 10 of the Mr. Olympia, I think Regan has some of the best hamstrings on that stage. So, yeah, this is looking freaky, and also Regan has some of the best backs on that Olympia stage as well. And Urs's worst body part would definitely be his back. Not so much in the back lat spread, and definitely not at all from the front. But as far as the back double bicep, yeah, it's pretty bad. This is the reason why he won't be able to place higher than like top 8, 9, 10th. He needs a lot more size in that back, which I'm sure he'll get over the time, but right now he doesn't have it, so he is definitely losing to Regan Grimes in this one, which makes it 4-3. And the last pose we got for today is the back lat spread, and we got pretty much the same story. I would say Urs looks a little bit better in the back lat spread, but not good enough to go against Regan Grimes, so he definitely loses this one, which makes it 4-4. Look, guys, who the hell knows what these guys will bring to the Mr. Olympia stage? Will they both be on? Will they both be off? We never know, but one thing is for sure, if they are in the same call-out, they're gonna give us a hell of a show. My opinion right now, even though it's a tie, my overall impression is that Urs is going to beat Regan Grimes. That's the way I see it. Yeah, Regan beats Urs in the back poses. And that's it, really. He kills him in those two. In the other poses, I think Urs wins most of the front shots. Side shots are kind of close. So overall, the overall impression of mine is that Urs is a better bodybuilder right now. But again, it depends on what these guys bring to the stage It's gonna be very, very interesting. You guys tell me down below in the comment section who do you think is going to win. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. For more content like this, subscribe to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for watching. See you soon. All the best and bye-bye.